Have you ever tried carrying a heavy box up a steep hill, not because you needed what was inside, but simply because you couldn't remember the last time you put it down? We all have that one suitcase. It's packed with old heartbreaks, past regrets, failures we can't undo, and memories of people who left. We drag it through every room of our lives. We take it to new jobs, new relationships, and quiet nights alone. It makes us stumble, it breaks our backs, and yet we refuse to let go. Why? Because somehow holding on to the pain feels safer than stepping into the unknown. Today, on Tales by Hasiba, we are going to cross a very strange bridge, a story about a traveler, a heavy burden, and the terrifying, beautiful art of letting go. Meet Aaron. Aaron was a traveler on a long, arduous journey across the mountains, but Aaron carried something extraordinary. Strapped tightly to his back was a massive, heavy sack filled with every bitter memory, every harsh word ever spoken to him, and every mistake he had ever made. Whenever someone asked him what was inside, Aaron would say with a sigh, "These are my lessons, these are my scars. I must carry them, or I will forget who I am." The villagers along the path would look at him with pity. His knees trembled with every step. His posture was permanently curved forward, unable to ever look straight up at the majestic sky or the bright stars at night. His eyes were forever fixed on the dirt right beneath his feet. Aaron believed that holding on to his past was a sign of loyalty to his own story, but he didn't realize that his past had stopped being a lesson. It had become an anchor, dragging him down into the mud. After weeks of exhausting travel, Aaron finally reached the edge of the Whispering Canyon. The only way forward was an ancient rickety bridge known to locals as the Bridge to Nowhere. It earned its name because the wooden planks were frail, the ropes were old, and the other side was completely swallowed by a dense, blinding fog. No one knew what waited on the other side. Panic gripped Aaron's chest. He stepped forward to test the first plank, but the heavy sack on his back threw him violently off balance. He stumbled backward, barely catching himself. Just then, an old gatekeeper sitting by the canyon spoke softly, without looking up from his fire. "You cannot cross that bridge with the world on your back, traveler," the old man murmured. "The planks only hold the weight of the living, not the weight of the ghosts." Aaron looked at his heavy sack, then at the terrifying, misty bridge. "If I leave this behind, who will I be? What will be left of me?" The old man smiled gently. "Only you." For a long, agonizing moment, Aaron stood frozen. His fingers clutched the straps of his burden. Every instinct in his body screamed at him to hold on. But then he thought of how tired he was, how long it had been since he felt the wind on his shoulders without pain. Slowly, deliberately, Aaron unbuckled the straps. With a dull thud, the heavy sack slipped from his back and plummeted down into the dark abyss of the canyon, disappearing forever. In that exact second, something miraculous happened. Aaron gasped. His spine straightened instantly. The chronic ache in his shoulders vanished. For the first time in years, he felt light, so light that he felt like he could float away. Trembling, Aaron took his first step onto the Bridge to Nowhere. The wood creaked, but it held him. Without the extra weight, his steps were steady, graceful, and free. He walked straight into the thick fog, no longer running from his past, but stepping bravely into his present. My friends, how many of us are standing at the edge of our own bridges right now? We carry old grudges, failed dreams, and memories of yesterday, terrified that if we let them go, we will lose a part of ourselves. But holding on to what hurts you doesn't protect you. It only prevents you from experiencing what's waiting for you on the other side. Letting go doesn't mean pretending the past never happened. It means deciding that your future is worth more than your baggage. If this story spoke to your heart today, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with someone who needs to drop their heavy load, and join us for more gentle journeys. This is Tales by Hasiba. Drop the weight, cross the bridge, and finally start living. Take care, and see you in the next story.